Hello everyone. So we are going to deal with transportation problem in this video. So what is the definition? Here is the definition. So the transportation problem is concerned with finding the minimum cost of transporting a single commodity from a given number of sources to given number of destination. We all know we have scarcity of resources, so you can understand transportation problem from here. Okay, oops, let me, yeah. So here is my factories and here is my warehouses. So each factory can supply only 20, 25, 15 items, but the warehouses has different demand. So here is the demand of warehouses: 10, 15, 15, 25, and the per unit cost from factory 1 to factory to warehouse 1, the per unit cost is 10. When we will transfer our good from factory 1 to warehouse 1, then the per unit cost will be 10 rupees. The same will be here, same. Okay, we want to minimize our cost. We want to allocate that cost which is minimum, so that is transportation. Okay, second one is, oops, the constraint here basically is demand and supply is always limited. We all know when we have some, when we are producing something, then a manufacturing industry always some supply and some demand which is always limited. So if we talk about statistics, then we have three methods to solve the transportation problem. First method is northwest corner, second is least cost method, then trial and error method. So these methods you generally used in stats. Now we are going to use Excel to solve our transportation problem. So here's my Excel. Now here is my data set and here is my rough model which I have created. Okay, so what I have done here, here is my original table. So I have just enter 0 in every cost, and I have put my supply here, and I have put my demand here. So let's delete it. Yep. So I will calculate total cost here. So which will be minimum. The first method is trial and error method. So here is for which we have to assign a name. So select your data, then press Control F3. So this is the unit cost. So I'm giving that name unit cost. Okay, I'm giving these cost as unit cost. Then new, I am giving these cell a name which is fulfilling cost. So okay, click OK. So close. What I'm going to do, I am basically allocate my demand and supply here. Then I will multiply that demand and supply to these cost. Then I will calculate the total cost here. So let's try. So multiply your demand and supply, which will be calculated in these table, and the unit cost, which is already here in this table. So calculate this, some product. Okay, then what is the array one? You can simply click on here or drag and drop, or just you can write unit cost So here is the unit cost. Okay, then multiply by, then comma, fulfilling cost, fulfilling demand. So I think I have mentioned the wrong name here, but don't worry, answer would be the same. Close parentheses, then enter. Now you can see that my answer is 0. So we are going to try with trial and error method. Suppose we are we supply factory 1 to warehouse 1 10 units. Now factory 1 how much can supply? How much factory 1 can supply? 20. So let's suppose 10 here. Now 20 is fulfilled. Then factory 2 how much can supply? Warehouse demand has over. So warehouse 2 5 demand is remaining. 15. Okay. Now then how much factory 2 can supply? Factory 2 can supply 25. So we are still supplying 15. We can supply 10 over. Okay. Then warehouse 2 demand has over. Warehouse 3 demand is still remaining 5. Now the demand is over. Demand is over. Demand is over. Here is pending. So 10. Okay. So factory 1 can supply 20 and it is supplying 20. So factory 1 supply is over. Factory 3 supply is over. Demand is also over. So our trial and error cost is 665. So you can make any permutation and combination, but we are going to use Excel to calculate our minimum cost. So click here, then press 0, control enter. Again we are going to calculate this. Okay, then for this we have to enable our solver. So to enable your solver, click on file menu, then go to option menu, click on add-in, click on solver add-in, then press go here. Okay, then click on this checkbox which is solver add-in, click OK and OK. Yeah, when you will follow this procedure, then data menu will enable this solver. Click on solver. So I have already put some data over here. So what is my objective? I want to minimize my cost. So my objective will be total cost. Okay. What I want to change again and again? I want to change this, or you can simply say it is fulfilling cost. Okay. Then what is my constraint? Constraint is my supply is fixed and my demand is fixed. So first delete this, delete, then delete this. Now add. So what is my constraint? My constraint is I can supply so this much of amount, this much of quantity. So total out will be equal to constraint 1 this. Okay, add, then the second constraint this, oops, this must be equal to this constraint. My demand is also constraint, so click OK. Now these two items has been added. So click simple LP from here, or click minimum from here, because we are minimizing our cost. If you want to increase your revenue, then you can click on maximum. So click solve. Now it is asking for this pop-up window. So click on keep solver solution, press OK. So now my minimum cost is 460, and see my supply is fulfilled 20, 25, 15, 10, 15 and 15 and 20. So this is the transportation problem, and this is the solver. So keep enjoying and be learning from by